This is how I make 100K a year now. Before this job, I was working a plumbing. I was working as a plumber's apprentice. They were about to put me into school for my first year, and let's backtrack a little bit more. So before that, I was working a carpet cleaning job, and then before that, I was working a restoration job. And all jobs, those jobs paid me relatively the same, about like 25 to 30 bucks an hour. And during those jobs, I was raising a family. My wife was not working due to maternity leave, and I was just stuck with these dead end jobs. And I always had this job in mind. It's a government funded job. It's unionized, and it's just a golden ticket for me to bring my family to build financial wealth. So I always wrote down in my journal, I am going to make 10K a month. I'm going to make 10K a month. I'm going to make 10K a month. I wrote that, and I was obsessed with that until I actually got this job. And I repeatedly kept writing it. I say I'd keep writing it like 5 times a week, because I would journal almost every day. So I convinced my brain that I deserved this, that I, not only me that wanted it and needed it, but my family first and foremost. And I feel like with manifestation, you need to act selfless. It won't come when your purpose to manifesting the money that you want, it won't come if you're just thinking about yourself. Abundance is meant to be shared. Abundance is meant to be, it's just meant to be diversified. And as a man, as a man and a father, you're meant to provide, right, and protect if you have a family. And that's what I believe. Unless you got your wife that fully supports you financially. But for me, I do not feel comfortable with my woman supporting me financially full time, and me just being a stay-at-home father. I don't feel like I'm at my natural state if that dynamic was true. So because I am a God-fearing man, and I do believe in God, and I do pray, I always prayed about finding a job that pays me very well, very healthy. And despite the fact that I am not where I want to be financially, I could admit that I do get paid decently well, especially with the overtime. And I know I was telling you guys that I'm working a second job, and I do work DoorDash on the side, but I haven't been working DoorDash lately because I've been getting a lot more overtime, and that the overtime that I get is double time. It's automatic double time after 8 hours, so I'm very grateful and blessed to that I landed this opportunity. So yeah, boys and girls, it's time to lock in. Fathers, please. It's quality over quantity. And what I mean by that is spend time with your children in quality spurts, not quantity. Your kids deserve what you offer them. Abundantly what you offer them. Your kids don't deserve your time all the time. Your kids don't need to see you all the time. And that I'm saying that as a son, as me growing up from a broken home and my father wasn't there, growing up. And what I want to show my son, what I want to show my kids is to be there for their core memories. And obviously, I am sprinting. I'm on the track sprinting right now while everyone is jogging. And what that means is I need to get this money fast for my family. I'm trying to fast track my way to a good foundation. So, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And I was just so focused, again, on building a personal brand and whatnot, but that wasn't giving me the money that I needed. Or it wasn't even giving me money. It was just taking up so much time when the money is right in front of my face. But anyways, when you want to manifest the money that you want, your purpose has to be aligned with God. We are given human will, okay? And because our will is separated from God's will, our purpose is to find God's will through hardship, through consciousness, through having awareness of your mind, soul, and body, through hard work. Because nothing in this life is free. Well, giving is free, but everything has a price. Most things in life has a price. So that's how I manifested 100K a year. I was very persistent in journaling. And reprogramming my brain that I deserve more money. And I was obsessed with reprogramming my brain because I didn't grow up with money. I grew up with having lack of money. And my mom not having enough to support us healthily. So write down your goals. Write down how much money you want to make. Because I'm now making 10K a month. I'm now making 10K a month. And it takes patience. It really takes patience. And there was times where I wanted to give up because I was persistently calling this company and they always told me no, there was no openings. There was no openings. And I finally got the call during a plumbing job. I was replacing a hot water tank. And I told my colleague, hey, I have to take this call. Do you mind if I take this call? And then this company called me and said, yeah, do you mind if you could start on Monday? And this was on a Friday. So, yeah, I'm encouraging you boys and girls to, pray to God, whatever God you believe in, whatever religion you are. Manifestation is universal. Prayer is universal. Relationship with God is universal. And I do believe that God granted me this job. I do believe that God blessed me with this job. And I know if I can do it, anyone can do it. Anyone. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. Just as you don't have to be the smartest person in the world, the most intellectual person. You just need to be persistent. And your spirit needs to just You know, you just need to feed your soul, feed the spirit, and less of the flesh. And obviously you need food and all, but you know what I mean. Alright, peace, guys. Sorry I haven't been posting as much as I wanted. I've just been busy with work, and I know that's an excuse, but I'm back on it, baby. I'm back on it. See you boys and girls soon.